Gideon S.W. Crawford was one of the first students to return to Maryville College following the Civil War. Crawford, following a brief period of time in which he pursued graduate work, returned to his alma mater to teach, building a home adjacent to campus in which he and his family would dwell for the next century. Over this time, as 44 Crawfords matriculated at MC, the homestead served as a family farm where the Crawfords raised chickens and kept a small plot of land on which they grew crops. The farm stayed in the family until 1987, when Dr. Samuel Crawford, Gideon's youngest son, bequeathed the property to the college at homecoming to serve as MC's new Life Enrichment Center. Today, however, 135 years later, Crawford House is returning to its roots.
This plot of land, the little garden plot here, is actually the historical Crawford family garden plot. So part of it is just kind of keeping that alive and keeping that going.
So this orchard project has really a couple of purposes. One is an academic purpose, where we want to expose science students, both majors and non-majors, to productivity of different trees, berries, in different environments. So one thing I wanted to do is have these comparative plots where we have like one plot that's on the top of a hill or a knoll, another plot that's down in the bottoms of a creek, Browns Creek floodplain, another one that's actually in a working pasture with horses in it, and then a third one right here at Crawford House that's really just kind of like a suburban type, plot. And what we want to do over time is every year look at the growth of the trees in the different environments, and the productivity. How many fruits do we get off of them? How well do they do? So that's one scientific purpose. Another is just to show students how really easy it is to plant fruit trees, berries, and get good, healthy products without pesticides, without too much fertilizer. As long as you take care of it and keep your eyes on everything, I want to show them that's really easy. Good nutrition, health, conscious nature, and kind of a third thing we wanted to do with this project. So one, academic; two, health; and three, just utilize the land that you've got to its maximum capacity. We had some spaces on campus here back in our 100-acre woods. We've got 119-acre woods on 350-acre campus, and in those woods we had some large plots that had gone to invasive exotics, had been overgrown over time, and so what we wanted to do is get rid of those invasive exotics, make it productive land by planting some heirloom, locally proven trees that we can maximally utilize the land. So really, in my mind, we've got three purposes for this orchard project. Looked like at the beginning of the summer. A lot of just invasive exotic plants coming in, taking over. We bush hogged, we mowed, we tilled, got the roots up,
got it ready,
and then got it ready.
Science 150, Dr. Crane took us out there one day and we were involved a lot in the planting process. We planted the trees, he taught us how to plant the trees, and he taught us you know, how you have to do the soil tests to make the trees grow better or whatever. But that's pretty much what we did, and we planted them, and then 2 weeks later we went back.
Students have helped plant, faculty and staff have helped plant stuff. In the garden plot behind me at both ends are sort of plots for row vegetables, so those are open to anybody from the college community that wants to plant stuff. Once these things take off and we're sure that the trees are going to make it, there's some ongoing maintenance that'll need to occur, and that may occur in classes that Dr. Crane may have. It may be student-based environmental groups. We'll just see how that part goes.
I actually approached Bruce and Andy McCall and said, what do you guys think about coming up with an initiative to establish some large orchard plots that do those 3 things? Can be academically useful, can help our students, can help student development, just understand adapting to how to use good healthy food, nutritious food, and then use land to its maximum capacity. So I had the idea. At the same time I had the idea, a fund was established because President Gerald Gibson was retiring, and the board of directors established a fund. If somebody has an idea for an innovative, interdisciplinary project that could be used over the next many years to enhance Maryville College, pitch it to us and we might fund it. So thankfully, we pitched the idea, Andy McCall, Bruce Gilliam, and myself, and it was funded. In 3 years, we'll start harvesting. And then 5 years, we will really be harvesting. I'm imagining what we'll do is we'll try to first make them available to students and faculty, just to have any fresh fruits they want. Another thing I didn't mention is almost everything we've planted is timed so that the harvest comes when students are on campus. So that's what the apples and pears are perfect for that. The earliest of our apples, and we have different varieties, but the earliest ones start at the end of August, the beginning of September, and they go through November. And the pears are, October, November, early December at the latest. So we have the fall semester, which is going to be really harvest time on campus. I don't know. I'm just waiting to eat some good apple pie.
Well, I hope students will take advantage of having the orchard and going down there and sitting under the shade tree of an orchard is something I personally would love to do, and I know there's a lot of people who would love to do it because it's different. I mean, there's trees around campus that we can sit under, but that's a quiet space that you can go to.